Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the lawnmower blades on my Husqvarna riding lawnmower. As you can see, I already got this thing raised up. Now, I took some extra precautions here. This is a heavy mower. You're working with sharp blades, so you want to do some things first. We're going to raise the deck to the highest setting. I got the parking brake set and removed the key. I also blocked the back wheels with some wood. What you're going to want to do is take off your spark plug boots. You want to disconnect your spark plugs. That way the mower doesn't start up or misfire while you're turning the blades on the bottom. That would be very bad. I also jacked this up from the front. I went right here with the jack, and you can see I have a couple jack stands here, and you're going to want to give it a nice shake. Make sure this is nice and sturdy. Obviously, when you are working on this, you don't want this to fall. So be safe, take the extra time to make sure you're safe. Now you can remove the mower deck when you're doing this. I just think it's a little easier just to lift the mower up. Now, prior to my camera assistant arriving, I already started to work on this. That's why it's kind of messy here. But I bungee corded up the chute, so that's out of the way. And then to stop the blades from spinning, I put a C-clamp here, and I just used a block of wood. You don't have to do this. This kind of just protects the metal on the frame because you're going to want this to be pretty tight. But as you're loosening the blade is going to want to spin. This will block that blade from spinning. So here's the bolt that you're going to need to remove. This is a 5/8 socket. I used a 3/4 inch ratchet. I also used a breaker bar to get this loose from the get-go, and then I used the socket when it was broken loose. So these bolts are standard thread, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Sometimes, when you have a rotating bolt, it could be opposite threaded, but these are standard threading. There was quite a bit of buildup on the bolt head here, so I actually had to scrape that off for the socket to fit. So make sure you clean this off so you don't use too big of a socket by mistake. This removed nice and easy. I would definitely wear a pair of gloves when you're working under here because the blade can be sharp, especially with all the rock marks. There's some very sharp corners on that. When you take off your bolt, I would hold the blade and then just let it down when you take your bolt off. Should come right off. You're going to want to look up your model number and make sure you have the right size and style blades. I was sent this set of blades from UDC Parts for free. I definitely feel like these are a heavier duty style blade. It also has these mulching tips here. This is going to help cut your grass up even better. The front blade here. Now be careful when you're handling these. These can be kind of sharp, but the front blade here cuts your grass, and then the back fins here, that's going to mulch the grass to smaller chunks when you pass over with your mower. We'll just kind of do a quick comparison here of the old blade and the new. We want to make sure it's the right size, right length. It's got to have this star pattern here. This is what's going to go on the spindle. Now you can see I have beat this blade up pretty bad. I've hit some rocks over the years. So these are definitely due to be switched out. This set also comes with a nice scraper tool because you're going to want to scrape off the underneath, get all that dead grass build up off, make sure it's nice and clean. And if you look at the blade, there's a nice label here. You're going to want to make sure these are installed the right side. So grass side needs to go on the bottom. So I know that the fins need to go up. So make sure you reference that label when you're installing this. And then I used the scraper tool and a wire brush and a bigger scraper to clean out all the grass from underneath. You can see everything that I scraped off. All right, now we are going to install the blade on this side. Once again, make sure your grass side is facing down. You're going to want to make sure this is nice and clean. That way the blade fits right on. So you're going to kind of maneuver it underneath and get it lined right up on that star spindle. We're going to hand thread our bolt in. Got it hand tight, and you want to make sure it's still on that spindle. And now I still have my clamp here that's going to prevent the blade from rotating, and I can go ahead and tighten this up. Now I'm going to use a torque wrench. It's recommended 45 to 55 foot-pounds. So I have 55 set here. You really want to make sure this is on nice and tight. That way it doesn't vibrate off. Okay, we got our torque met there. Now we're gonna do the same process on the other side. And I also like to put cardboard underneath. That way we can trap most of our grass. This will make cleanup easier. We'll just go ahead and put this in the yard. All right, now we're on the other side. A quick note why I like using a C-clamp here. I've seen people like holding a block of wood or holding the blade with their hand. Using the C-clamp, it just makes it such an easy hands-free way to keep that blade stable. That way I have both hands still available. It's also a lot safer. I just want to talk about the jack stands again. When I was tightening this down on the other side, this was shaking quite a bit. If I didn't have this stable and secure, I could have risked this falling on me. You also don't ever want to use your jack as your main support because the jack can lower unexpectedly. All right, now we got our breaker bar again. The torque wrench really isn't made to take things off that are really tight. It's great at tightening down, but a breaker bar is a much safer option. Now you can see right here, the blade's holding right on the C-clamp. Now we'll just use the ratchet to get this off. And you can see I'm holding this blade. And there's a lot of sharp edges, so these gloves are coming in handy. Comes right off. This little scraper actually comes in pretty handy. Like I said, you want to definitely make sure your spindle here is nice and clean. All right, we got that cleaned out under there. It could use a little extra work. This mower does have a hose attachment, so I'm gonna hook up a hose after and get the remaining dirt and grass out after. Once again, grass side down. All right, now we got that tightened up. Okay, we got these blades flush and tightened up. If you are not flush with that star pattern and your blade is loose, this is probably gonna vibrate quite a bit when you're running it. So if something feels off, stop it and check it. All right, we'll lift this back up, get them off the jack stands. Now I just tried to start this, but it wasn't starting because I disconnected my spark plugs. So make sure you put your spark plug boots back on. So what I did earlier, I did one pass here with the old blade, and I'm gonna run side by side and see if the blades make any difference. So it's kind of hard to tell, but the old side is on the left here that we cut with the old blades. And then the new blades were cut on this side. It's hard, but over here, you can tell like the grass was kind of like pulled and not cut smooth. Over here, the grass is standing up a little bit more. It got a nice, smoother cut.